Hello, welcome back to another book review. I don't have the physical copy of this book. I usually like to show it, but this one was an audiobook. It is called The Diamond Eye, and it is a book that I never expected to, one, read, and two, enjoy. I did actually really enjoy this book. It is a historical fiction, which I'm not a historical person, not really into all of that, but this one was done really, really well. I don't know why the cats always have to yap when I'm doing something, but I'm going to talk about it a little bit. As always, no spoilers. I will not be spoiling the ending, anything. Just my opinions and just how I felt about the book. So we'll jump right into that. So as I was saying, this book is a historical fiction. It is about World War II, I believe. It is about a female Russian sniper that fought in the military and was like an absolutely amazing sniper. She did so much better than a large number of the male soldiers that were in the same unit as her, the other male snipers in her team, all of this stuff. And it just kind of talks about her journey through all of that. I absolutely loved this book. It is the only historical fiction that I have really, really loved so far. I listened to the audiobook of it, so obviously I need to talk about the audiobook and how I felt about it. They had somebody with a Russian sort of accent for the audiobook, and I thought that added so much to the story. It really, really immerses you into the character, and she is quite the character. I absolutely loved her. She was so sassy and very independent, very strong. She is a role model. I just absolutely loved her refusal to accept others' opinions of her. She was such a powerful, confident woman, and I absolutely loved the fact that she is an actual person. This book was based off of a real person, a true story. They did change the story quite a bit for the book. There is still that fictional element, but they used a lot of this woman and her life to actually make the book. If you have a physical copy of the book, which I got to see, my mom had a physical copy, I did the audiobook. It was for a book club that we go to. She showed me in the back of her book, after you finish the story, they have pictures and all of this stuff of the actual woman that the story was about. And it is actually really cool to be able to see actual real life pictures of somebody who you're really only hearing or reading about. It just really makes the story that much more real, and I think it was an amazing addition to the book. Now, a little more about the writing, the pace, all of that. There were times where the pace was a little bit slow, but I feel like it was needed in the story, that historical, boring to me. All the historical things really added to the story. I feel like somebody who does know a lot about the specific war would enjoy those details being in the book. Oh my goodness. He's cute. I feel like anybody who is a history buff would enjoy this book. I won't say I hate historical types of books, but I tend to not really enjoy them, but this one was written so well. It was very internal. There wasn't a whole lot of like outside view going on in the book. It was from the actual woman's point of view. And I think that was a way better option than just writing a story like based on what happened during that war. I thought that made it really special. It made it easier to digest, easier to read or listen to. I absolutely loved it. I do tend to listen to my audiobooks a little bit sped up, but the accent of the audiobook person, I did not speed it up as much as I normally do because I really wanted to be able to hear the things that she was saying and kind of try to remember locations that were in a language that I do not speak or understand. But if you are not a history person, you may still enjoy this book if you want a strong female character to read about. You can read about this woman and know that she is an actual real person and she can be your new role model because she is mine. I did give this book a 4 out of 5 stars. It, compared to other historical books, it blew me out of the water. So, really good book. If you are into history, I really recommend it. But other than that, that's all I have for this week. So I will see you next Friday. Happy reading. Bye.